So, for our first example of basic antiderivatives is we have antiderivative of 8x raised to 4 dx. So, ang una natin gagawin ay ilalabas natin ang constant number is 8 integral x raised to 4 dx. So, based sa rule, pwede natin i-cancel ang integral at ang dx. And next, gagamitan natin siya ng power rule. 8x raised to 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 is we have 8x raised to 5 plus 5 plus c. Kaya siya naging 5, pinag-plus natin yung 4 plus 1. Then, ang pinaka-final answer natin is 8x raised to 5 plus 5 plus c. So, for our second example of basic antiderivatives is we have antiderivative 5x cubed dx plus 2 antiderivative dx. So, ang una natin gagawin ay ilalabas natin ang constant number. Is we have 5 integral x cubed dx plus 2 integral dx. Katulad ng nauna, based sa rule, pwede natin i-cancel ang integral at ang dx. Ngayon, pwede na natin siyang gamitan ng power rule. So, 5x raised to 4 over 4 plus 2x plus c. Kaya siya naging 5x over 4 is, eto, nilagyan natin siya ng plus 1. So, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So, ang magiging final answer natin is 5 over 4x raised to 4 2x plus c.
Wow! Times square root of 3x plus square root of 6x dx. Ang ginawa natin sa square root, ginawa natin 1/2. Pagkatapos, si constant nilabas natin at dinistribute natin si dx saka si integral sa dalawang ito. Pagkatapos nun, ika-cancel out na natin si integral saka si dx at gagamitan na natin ng power rule. Kaya naman siya naging ganyan. Kasi yan, tapos, add natin si 1 kay 1/2, kaya magiging 3 over 2. Since same lang sila, ganun din yung answer dito sa katabi niya. Pagkatapos, si denominator, ito times natin kay numerator, i-expand muna natin ng ganito, tapos ipagta-times. Nung pinag-times natin, ito na yung naging value. Tapos, since may constant tayo sa labas, ita-times natin si constant dito kay 2, pinasa katabi ni x. Kaya naging 3 times 2, magiging 6, kaya ito yung naging ganito yan. Copy mo na lang yung the rest. Tapos dito din, 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Tapos copy mo lang to. Tapos to, since pwede pa itong i-divide, i-divide natin. Kaya naging ganito yung value. Tapos plus c, ito na yung sagot. Second example naman, meron tayong square root of 5x raised to 4 minus square root of x raised to 2 dx. Ang pinagkaiba lang is yung 4 saka 2 na value. Pero ita-times lang natin yung sa 1/2 pag na-convert mo na si square root sa 1/2. Tapos, same pa rin, si constant ilalabas mo, tapos si dx i-distribute mo dun sa dalawang to. Tapos, gagamitan mo ng power rule, kaya naging ganito. Tapos, since may plus 1 yan, i-add mo siya sa 4 over 2 plus 1, magiging 6 over 2. Same lang din naman sila ng denominator, so, same din ang sagot. Sa dito naman, 2 over 2 plus 1, magiging 4 over 2. Tapos, since same lang din naman sa denominator, ganun din yung sagot. Pagkatapos, i-expand mo, magiging ganito siya. Tapos, ita-times mo na sila sa isa't isa. Same lang din, times mo lang, tapos magiging ganito yung value. Since meron siyang constant sa labas, ita-times natin si constant dito, yan, sa 2. Kasi ito yung kaharap niya. Tapos dito invisible 1, kaya copy mo na lang 6. Kaya to 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Tapos copy na yung rest. Tapos ito naman, since pwede mo siyang i-divide sa 2, i-divide natin. 2 divide 2 is equal to 1. Tapos 2 divide 4 is equal to 2. Kaya naging ganito siya. Since ito na yung, wala natin pwedeng magalaw. So ito na yung final answer. Plus C na lang. Kaya ganito.
Good day everyone, I am Cherry Okuda and today I'm going to show you the process or the solution on how to solve the antiderivative of logarithm. For our first example, we have the antiderivatives of 5 raised to x plus 2 raised to x plus 1 dx. So, yung una natin gagawin is didistribute natin yung integral sa each term. Tapos natin ma-distribute, ang gagawin naman natin is lalabas natin yung constant number sa integral. So, makikita natin na sa second term, nagkaroon ng 2 raised to x times 2 raised to 1 kasi ginamitan natin siya ng basic exponent rule. And ang next naman natin gagawin is hanapin na natin ngayon yung antiderivatives ng bawat term. So, for our final answer, we have the 5e raised to x plus 2 times 2 raised to x over ln 2 plus c. And yung c is laging constant, kagaya ng sinabi nung unang nag-explain dito. So, for our second example, we have the antiderivatives of 7 over x plus 5x raised to 4 dx. So, kagaya ng una, ang gagawin natin is i-distribute natin yung integral in each term. And ngayon, hahanapin na natin yung antiderivatives ng bawat term. So, may kita natin sa second term na nagkaroon ng plus 4 kasi ito ay power rule. And sa denominator, ikakapi lang din natin kung ano yung exponent ng x. And ngayon, hahanapin na natin or isa-solve na natin. So, ang naging answer is 7 ln x plus 5 times x raised to 5 over 5. And yung 5 dito sa second term is kinancel na natin siya kasi pag dinivide natin siya is 1 na lang yung sagot. So, for our final answer, we have the 7 ln x plus x raised to 5 plus c.
So for our first example, meron tayo ditong cosine x plus cosecant x cotangent x. Ang first step natin is, i-distribute lang natin tong serpent sign, katulad nito. Integral of cosine x, tapos antiderivative which is yung dx. Then kakopy mo lang yung operation which is addition. Then, dahil din-distribute mo, meron din sign ng antiderivative tsaka serpent symbol itong cosecant x and cotangent x. Although magkasama sila. So, next nyan, according to the rules, pwede natin i-cancel tong serpent symbol or integral tsaka antiderivative sign kapag i-integral na natin yung nasa loob nila, which is cosine x and cosecant x cotangent x. After natin ma-cancel yan, kakopy mo lang ulit yung operation and then pag integral mo na yung cosine x magiging sin x na siya. Ito naman cosecant x and cotangent x, ang corresponding value niya or these two is or are equal to negative cosecant x. So dahil magkaiba yung sign nila, which is addition or positive and negative, magiging negative siya. So ang final answer natin is sin x minus cosecant x plus c. So for our next example, we have cosine x over sin squared x minus secant squared x. So tulad ng sa first example natin, gagawin natin is i-distribute mo natin yung serpent symbol and yung antiderivative or yung dx. So now we have integral of cosine x over sin squared x dx minus integral of secant squared x dx. So, since we have sin squared x, pwede natin siyang i-factor. Pwede natin paghiwalayin yung sign. Magiging ganito siya. Integral of cosine x over sin x times 1 over sin x dx. So, makikita natin dito sa may second part or third part, na nawala na yung squared. Napalitan na siya ng 1 over sin x o nadagdagan rather. So, next, kakopy lang natin itong operation which is subtraction. And then, kasama to. Kakopy muna natin yan. Yung integral of secant squared x dx. So, sa part na to, sa may cosine x over sin x times 1 over sin x, i-apply mo natin yung trigonometric identities. So, cosine x over sin x is equivalent to cotangent x times, ito namang 1 over sin x ay equivalent sa cosecant x. So, tulad kanina, ikakopy lang muna natin itong subtraction as well as yung integral of secant squared x dx. After nyan, pwede na natin i-cancel yung serpent symbol or yung integral sign and yung antiderivative sign sa magkabilang term. So, kapag in-apply na, dito naman, i-apply na natin yung antiderivatives. So, cotangent x times cosecant x is equal to negative cosecant x. And yung secant squared x naman ay equivalent sa negative or positive tangent x. And huwag natin kakalimutan yung plus c palagi sa dulo.
x squared over square root of x cubed plus 538. So, ang gagawin natin is i-derivative natin yung square root. I-let u na natin yung x cubed plus 538. Enough na. So, bawal natin i-cancel yung integral sa yung dx dahil ang kailangan natin ay du. Divide natin siya sa 3, both sides. So, cancel natin yung 3. Bawal to cancel, so may du over 3 is equals to x squared dx. So, wala namang x squared dx dito. So, kulang yung x squared. Copy mo lang yung 1 raised 1 over u raised to 1 half. At ang gagawin mo lang is ito times mo yung x squared sa dx. E di meron na tayong x squared dx. Bali, isubstitute na natin yung du over 3. Tapos natin yung constant. So, dito meron yan, katabi ng yung du na yan is meron yung 1. So, yung ilalo naman ng 1 is 3. Pwede na natin i-cancel yung du sa kaya integral. Pag yun, iangat muna natin si u raised to 1 half. Pero reciprocal na siya. U raised to 1 half times 2. So, 2u 1 half. So, yung value ng u is kunin nyo na ulit dito. Yung sa pinalitan natin. X cubed plus 538 raised to 1 half over 3 plus c. Yan. So, ganun lang din gagawin natin is gagawin natin, i-derivative natin yung square root. So, may x over 3x squared minus 5 raised to 1 half dx. Yan. So, ang gagawin natin dito is ilalet yun na natin yung 3x squared minus 5. So, let yun natin 3x squared minus 5 x raised x over u 1 half dx. Yan. So, ngayon, katulad nga kanina, bawal natin siya i-cancel to since dx siya. Kailangan natin is du. So, yan. X squared. Ang gagawin natin, kukunin natin yung nilet yun natin kanina, yung value ng u. So, u equals to 3x minus 5. So, ang derivatives ng u is du equals to 3. 2 times 6 is equals to 6x. So, wala na yung constant na maging 6x dx. So, yan. Wala namang dx na 6x nakikita dyan, diba? So, cancel na natin sila both sides by, divide na natin sila both sides by 6. So, cancel du over 6 is equals to 6 to x dx. So, yan. X dx. Wala namang x dx dito. So, katulad ng kanina, ang gagawin natin is copy x. So, yan. Meron yan. Making 1 over u 1 half times x over 1 dx. Yan. Ang gagawin mo na dyan, diba? Copy lang natin yung 1 over u. Kakopy lang natin yung 1 over u 1 half. And ito times natin yung x sa dx. So, ang mangyayari dyan is x times dx is equals to copy lang natin to 1 half times x dx. Yan. So, yan. Hindi pwede na natin siyang i-substitute. Yan. 1 over u 1 half times du over 6. And di meron ditong invisible 1 and 6. And ang gagawin natin dito is ilalabas natin yung 1 sa 6. Yung 1 and 6. So, 1 over 6 integral of u 1 half du. Ayun na. E di wala na silang constant dito and pwede na silang i-cancel. Okay. 1 over 6 times 1 times 1 over u 1 half. So, bago na muna natin i-plus 1 is i-raise muna natin yung u sa taas. Itataas muna natin yung u raised to 1 half. So, 1 over 6 times u. Maging negative na siya since tinaas na natin. So, yan. Diyan natin plus ng 1. Para siya sa taas o sa baba. Plus 1. Okay. Pag pinag-plus natin yan is making 1 half pa rin siya. Since negative 1 half plus 1 is making positive 1 half. Making positive 1 half siya. So, u over 1 half. U raised to 1 half over 1 half. So, yan. Bawal natin sila pag-divide. So, ang gagawin natin is reciprocal natin itong nasa denominator. So, u raised to 1 half times 2 times 1. Walang kasama si u raised to 1 half. So, lalagyan natin siya ng 1. So, 2u raised to 1 half times 1 is equals to 2u 1 raised to 1 half. So, dito 1 times 6 is equals to 6. Pwede pa natin sila ilawas term 2. 1 over 3. u 1 half over 3. Yan. So, ganun na lang din. Substitute na natin yung kanina natin nilet u. So, 3x squared minus 5 raised to 1 half over 3 plus c. Siyempre, huwag natin kakalimutan yung plus c since napaka-important nung constant. So, ayun yung sagot. 3x squared minus 5 raised to 1 half over 3 plus c.